Starting with the youngest.
Starting with the youngest, thank you.
Check.
Yes, it's working.
That's all right. Okay, I am super thrilled to have you guys on this panel. You know, I think, is anybody here from Bangalore? You're from Bangalore, okay. Studied in Bangalore, but you live in, okay. So, Steven has come from Australia, he's come from Gurgaon, Delhi, and SIDHANT from Mumbai, GIRIN from Chennai. Wow, that itself shows how vibrant the design community is in India. This is probably the second panel discussion with designers who are exhibiting here. Yesterday we had a panel discussion with only designers who are playtesting their games. And we had designers in all these tables. Did you see 25 coming from different institutes? That many game designers under one roof is a dream come true for me. Thank you so much for coming all the way. You know, we had, you know, we had a 50% expectation that you might say I can't come in the last minute. It only was solidified when your stock arrived our store. Especially, you know, Mr. YAJUR's game. It was like as if I just ordered a, you know, small SUV. We needed 4 people to carry our stock, man.
Those heavy boxes, yes.
So, I can't wait to introduce. Actually, why should I introduce? You introduce yourself, Yajur. Tell us a bit of about yourself, about your company, and the game that you got at Ttox and your experience here. Yeah.
Sure.
2 lines each.
Of course. Sure. Hi everyone. My name is YAJUR. I've designed the board game Startup High. I'm making a company called Entrepie, and the vision is very simple. We build games to teach entrepreneurship in a fun way. That's it. So Startup High is
And
the first
this is your
product.
first game, and you have more games in the pipeline.
Yes, Startup High is the first game, and I think lots of learnings, lots of takeaways after the launch of the first game. And I think we have got a couple of games in the pipeline. So 2025 for us is going to be super amazing.
I think me and SIDHANT have seen you at every convention for the last 3 years, easily. And I think he was never convinced about getting the game out. I'm 100% sure we had some amount of contribution in pushing you into this.
For sure. I think 2 reasons. One, board game design is a very creative process, and I tried to be a perfectionist there, so I did not realize when to stop. But I think thanks to people like you who supported and, you know, helped and the advice during the game journey process, it made it a lot easier, and that's why Startup High is out.
Quick question, why Startup High? Why not animal husbandry?
I think I'm fascinated by the concept of startups. So it all started with a side project as to how can I make a game on startups.
That passion starts only after 40.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Yes, so I think I like startups as a concept, right? And how I started was that let's make a board game on startups. How tough can it be? Close to 2 years. Close to 2 years.
And now after starting your own startup, you know what are the crazy barriers you have to leap over, right?
Correct. So it's basically me documenting my startup journey through games. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, that's amazing. I think you're doing a fantastic job with the marketing part, the production part. The game has changed 100x from the way it looks. Even the packaging, where you open the lid and it opens up as a board. You know, it's like a flower blooming or launching a startup. Okay, it can go deep.
I hope that concept gets copied. I'll be very happy that this is the board game which had it first. But yes.
Right. Fantastic. Thank you so much. For coming all the way. How is your experience till now?
I think this was my first exhibition where I was an exhibitor, and as an exhibitor, things were really great for me. Lots of people, I am surprised how I still have my voice, but lots of people coming in again and again. We have to go through the rules.
Teaching the rules again.
And I think all those exhibitors who have more than one games, hats off. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, now you know why I'm not in my booth and here. So, fantastic. Can I get VATSAL to introduce himself?
Hi, I'm VATSAL. I have a toy brand, educational toy brand for children. It's called MITTIMATE Toys. We are displaying our one of the board games here. That's called 56 Ploy. It's a strategic two-player board game. We gave a simple twist to chess, making it a more simpler version for people who find playing chess a little tough, especially children, so that they can work on the skills that it promotes. So that's how 56 Ploy was born.
It looks gorgeous, man. I mean, first time you introduced the game to me, I was already stalking your game because the ad for the game was so cool. You know, with the splinters of fire and stuff like that, and yeah, it was amazing. So the funny story is when I actually called VATSAL, I think I bumped into him at Kids India, and the first thing I said is, hey, we have something called Ttox, and I'll call you after you go back to Delhi. And I just said, Ttox is in Bangalore. He's like, okay, Bangalore, I'm coming.
Yeah, I mean, I love Bangalore. I've studied here since 2011, so any opportunity that I have to come to Bangalore, I grab onto it.
Yeah, and here, what better place than, super concentrated premises of all gamers, right? I mean, it's so easy. You don't have to educate them about what a game is.
Yeah.
They already know that they're here. How was your experience here?
The experience been very unique, to be honest. It's my first ever board game convention because we never used to do it before. We only started participating in all the exhibitions where I met you at Kids India as well. That was the first Kids India that we were at. And it's been very unique, and we got a lot of good feedback also for the game on how we can improve it. And
your games are going across the world. I saw somebody who's going back to Bangkok with your game.
That's
I mean, so amazing. I mean, this truly is. I mean, 2024 has turned out to be a turning point. I think Ttox was just somebody had to put their foot down and book a hall.
Right.
I think that's all we had to do.
Right, and it's so well organized. So there's no hassle. Everything is so smooth. Like usually when you participate in exhibitions,
don't stress me out, man. It's difficult to keep it with. I mean,
you have to level it up next time, right?
Yeah, so we are learning. We have no clue until you actually run it.
Yeah.
So these are the issues you can find. These are the. I mean, we had a sudden surge yesterday. We sold around 200 extra passes.
That's
we
amazing.
never imagined that. I don't know. We just ran ads of 100 rupees every day. I don't know how it drove that much of organic push, but that clearly shows that there was already a market which is growing by itself, right? So thank you so much for coming all the way, and it's a beautiful game, and I think we need more. You told us that you have puzzles and toys and stuff like that. I think board games is going to become. It's the only product which has a long shelf life, right? I mean, even though he has a game based on food, it has a very long shelf life. So thank you so much for coming here and showcasing. I want to see more games coming out of you.
Sure. Definitely. Thank you so much.
Of MITTIMATE. Great. Thank you so much. Steven.
Hello.
Okay, if you're wondering why we didn't come this direction, I want these guys to talk last.
Saving the best till last. That's fine.
All right, Steven, tell us. How was your journey starting? Blood on the Clock Tower, and why India? This is your second trip to India?
Yeah, this is my second trip to India, and I've loved both of them.
Yeah, and why is it called Pandemonium Institute? I have so many questions to ask you. So
because it was my first company, and I knew it would be a mess.
But why Institute?
I knew it would be a crazy, out of control mess. So I named the company as a way to remind myself to relax.
One thing is, we are seeing the Blood on the Clock Tower logo present everywhere, and I think it's spreading like wildfire right now. Is India a great market for you?
Not yet.
That was the longest pause.
That's the truth. No, I have a game that's very big, very heavy, and very expensive. It's very fun, and it's a incredible social event. But the market in India the board games market in India is beginning, and I think that anyone who comes into the Indian board games market expecting to make $1 million within 6 months is deluding themselves. And I think the market, I don't even like the term market, the Indian board games community is at the perfect point where everyone who is involved is involved because they love board games.
Yeah.
They're a designer who wants people to play. They're a publisher who wants to support designers. Or they're a player who wants to explore what's out there. So I don't think the Indian scene at the moment is based on money. I think it's based on attention and fun. And in that sense, India's great for me because I'm a designer. I want to get my game played.
Actually,
so in 5 years, we'll probably be having a different discussion.
5 years? Okay. So, I mean, what? So one thing I actually heard from a lot of publishers across the world is India is a gold mine and they're dying to enter. I think you already have a great lead in this and probably you have an advantage that way, right? Are you working on any new project we desperately want to know?
Yes.
Yes? Oh my God. Okay, can we know more about it? So this is news coming from Ttox, fresh. All right.
The good news is I'm working on some new projects. The bad news is because I'm partnering with people, there's non-disclosure agreements, so I can't talk about it.
Okay. It's going to take time.
I'm a game designer at heart. It's what I love to do. So I was almost missed out on attending this session because Rohit and I were talking about a new character for the expansions of Blood on the Clock Tower. So I'm never quite on and I'm never quite off. There's always something in the works. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think Blood on the Clock Tower is supremely popular across the world. We have seen people playing it online now on web chats and Zoom calls and stuff like that. There are recordings of them available on YouTube. I think we are just one step away from creating content in India. That's one big, massive gap that we are seeing in India where there are not many content creators here. This is one of the first steps into getting some content out there on the social media. But getting exposure, I mean, people are saying India is a gold mine right now when it comes to the demographic and the adoption of board games and gaming in general. It's growing exponentially. So yeah, happy to have you here. Thank you for flying all the way. I'm so glad that the visa thing was sorted quickly.
I had to apply for a visa 4 times.
I was like on the edge of the seat every time you would send out an email saying, "Oh, dude, Indian embassy rejected again." I'm like, shit. So I didn't know what else to do.
I want to express my frustrations with either the Indian government or the Australian government. And my heartiest thanks to either the Indian government or the Australian government.
But I'm glad you're here, though.
Approving my visa on time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time here.
Yeah, so far,
you've been traveling.
Yeah, we've been. I just got in from the UK, from London. I was doing a Blood on the Clock Tower event in London. And we went to MeepleCon in Mumbai, which was a blast. And now we're here at the amazing Ttox in Bangalore.
Okay.
And then traveling around India afterwards.
So this is a completely community-driven thing, right? I was chilling, right? This entire thing is run by, there are like people who own sections of Ttox, right? It's completely run by them. Dungeons & Dragons was on autopilot, the store was on autopilot, game library was on autopilot. They're all our friends and customers who are actually running this, right? And you guys were running your own booths. We didn't have to do anything. We had to just give you space. And bringing all of you together under one roof, we bouncing off ideas and seeing what is it that people are gravitating to and what are some of the things, practices that you guys have and stuff like that. It was a learning for all of us, right? Next time you'll be like, okay, or the next game you're going to think, how is it that we are going to do it better and better and better? So this is the only benchmark kind of a place that you have, right? So we need more conventions in India, and thanks for coming. This actually would probably open the gates to a lot more publishers to come in. We met a lot of publishers at Simon Expo in Bangkok, and they're very, very excited to enter. So Blood on the Clock Tower is one of a kind game. I don't think there's any other alternative which can accommodate that many people, engage them for that long, and crave for a game. They don't come to meetups if you don't say there's no Blood on the Clock Tower. If the first question they ask is BOTC going to be there? I think this guy has completely pivoted into BOTC now, right? Rohit? Okay,
we'll be
you
there.
should have been
I,
here, but
I
anyway.
insist on working my volunteers 36 hours a day. So if there's a board games event in India, I'd like to be there.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, we are learning. BOTC is a case study for a lot of us. So, you know, there's a whole underground, undercurrent going on there. Can I please get, the final commander? That's what I'm going to call you from today.
Yeah, I'm the last one in the line here. So
No, we have these guys. So,
in the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please tell us a bit about your game and...
Sure. Yeah. So hi, my name is Karthik, and I'm the creator of the Final Commander. It's a medieval era battlefield strategy game. So the players play as one of the 4 medieval Asian civilizations like Ottoman, Mongol, Chinese, and Japanese, and you battle it out with your opponents to basically be the last commander standing. So that's why the name Final Commander. So it's a self-published game. We just launched it recently, end of October, and this is the first time we actually are showcasing it in a physical convention. So yeah,
Amazing.
It's been a brilliant experience last 2
I mean,
days.
we had no idea. Are you on any of the WhatsApp groups?
I actually joined recently, and thanks to SIDHANT, actually, he pushed me in. Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate
because
that.
I was absolutely shocked when he sent me a website link and said, this is my game. I'm like, whoa, okay. The artwork and everything is epic. The gameplay is something which is right up our alley.
Yeah, I think I was pretty much in a silo for a long time, and I am new to the entire community, so been exploring it in the last 2 days, and it's pretty amazing to see so many passionate contributors to the ecosystem, like
Right.
in whatever form that they are contributing. So
Right.
it's brilliant. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the game looked a little complex at start, but then we got feedback from everybody that it's actually not that complex, but it's layers and layers of strategy in the game. I can't wait to try it out.
Right.
Now that I've heard so much of feedback about the game.
Nice.
Me and Siddhant, the first time we saw the site, we're like, hey, this looks cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, thank you so much for coming all the way and participating as an exhibitor, lugging around your games. And who's the partner you got with you?
That's
there?
actually my wife. She's
okay.
just helping me
Partner
out.
in crime.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So she's here? Oh, hi. She always comes earlier than you, right?
Yeah, I ask her to. I am.
Ask her to.
Yeah.
No. I think it's the
Help
other
me
way.
out. Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
Right.
All right, so can we have GIRIN? Celebrity, man, you are last. GIRIN, I think he's become a regular on the panel discussion now, starting from, as a game designer, exhibited in Chennai? Or were you?
I have attended Ttox as a designer in Chennai, as a visitor in Coimbatore, and exhibitor in Bangalore.
All right, so that's a great progression. I mean, you came here as an exhibitor. I was shocked. I'm like, oh, GIRIN, exhibitor, wow, so cool. Now he's actually selling games now, finally. So, yeah, Athangudi was a great success. It looks gorgeous. I keep bugging you for more stock. And he, if I ask him for stock, he doesn't ship it. He comes and delivers it hand by hand. That's good. I get to have biryani with him. We are hardcore foodies, but I realize that I am nowhere close to what this guy is. Why? Tell us about your new game.
Yeah, hi. So I think maybe I should first introduce myself. So my name is GIRIN Naik. I run XOTOXO games. And later. We are about 3 years old, and our second game is Masala Lab, which is in fact 3 games about Indian food. So, and it's also based on a book also called Masala Lab, which is a pretty popular book on food science
By Chris
Krish Ashok.
Yeah.
So we collaborated with him to bring out these games, and yeah, it's 3 games with a variety of mechanics across them for different durations, different levels of patience, and
Right.
different tolerance for.
So there's a heavy game and
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean different. I mean, like you can take it light, you can take it a bit heavy, whatever you want.
yeah,
So,
just like
yeah.
a typical meal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
I
So,
want a light
so
meal or
the
a heavy
3
meal.
games are named as like an appetizer, your main meal, and dessert. So
Okay.
that's how it's.
Okay, he's being extremely modest. The game is a rule-worthy game. Did any of you get a chance to check the game out? You actually play the game on a banana leaf. The entire board is like a banana leaf, and you're building an engine to create a kind of a recipe or a item.
Yeah, you
I'm
make
salivating just thinking about that.
you make some semi-prepared food, which is your engine, and then you use the engine to cook a bunch of Indian dishes across various cuisines to serve onto the banana leaf.
The chicken kebabs and the fish
Yeah,
fry
everything.
and-
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay, all of us are salivating now. We are like biryani. We've been working hard last 2 days.
So we
What
were,
food was last
We
priority?
were originally considering naming the game as "Don't Play When Hungry." Originally.
Okay. Yeah. So every time I meet Girin, I think in Chennai you took us to a Andhra place, and I've eaten in thousands of Andhra. I mean, I'm a Telugu guy, half Telugu, half Kannadiga. He takes me to this place in Chennai, serving Andhra food. Okay, food from Andhra Pradesh, and the first thing they do is keep a bucket in front of you. 2 buckets. Buckets. Not even like, pour how much you want, put in cups. They kept like freaking buckets. You could take bath in it. And Girin is like, yeah, this is how it serves. This is how it is. I'm like, yeah, but then he became a soul friend from then on. He's like, from now on, anytime Girin comes to our office, we order biryani. But making a game based on food has been extremely drool-worthy. Sidhant is the designer of Chai Garam, and I got to be the first publisher of Sidhant's game, and it was great to collaborate with you. It was
Likewise.
actually, I got to know about Sidhant not as a game designer.
Just experimenting with some ideas.
Yeah, and for a very long time, I thought you worked for a cargo company. I always thought he's going to be in sea half the year, and then he's like, many years later, he tells me it's Mercer, not Maersk. So I'm like, oh, it's a consulting company. And yeah, tell us a bit about yourself, Sidhant, Mr. Celebrity, who's been signing games left, right, and center. People traveling from Mumbai to get games signed.
No, nothing like that. But thanks, Phalgun, first for giving the opportunity to get my first break into game design, which is with Chai Garam. I think it's been 3-4 years since I have been designing. Primarily, so I consider myself a gamer first, then a game designer, and now I'm trying to understand publishing. But
And then last is being a husband, I guess.
that I have to keep it a priority. But I'm Sidhant. I'm based out of Bombay. I design games for publishers or anyone who wants to design a cool game. I also run my own firm called ZENWOOD Games. I've been running it since 2022, and I have designed, I think, most of the games. There's 1 or 2 co-designs. There are 5 games so far, and I think I've designed 4 more games for other publishers. But the first one was Chai Garam. Yeah, that's what I do. I just love to design games and play games.
Tell us about your latest game. You just launched 2 games from your own banner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So under my banner, so there's Kursi and Tycoon. So
Kursi has been selling and being tabled like
Kursi
crazy.
has been selling well, thankfully, and I'm grateful for that. People have been liking the game. It's a political strategy game. Simultaneous play. You appoint candidates. You make your political party of 5 candidates. You're battling across 5 seats, 30 to 45 minutes. Because of simultaneous play, it plays fast. I'm also trying to make games which are more accessible to the audience right now. So that is one. And then the other is, which I'm still fulfilling, is going to be shipped around Jan onwards next year. It's called Tycoon India 1981. Thank you. And I kickstarted it last year, raised around 60K USD so far.
1 million.
And most of the orders are outside India, but because I wanted really to make a mid-heavy game coming out of India with lots of moving parts. That has been my dream. It's taken 2.5 years to do that. But I wanted to get some copies, play with people, and the response has been great. I just got up from one Tycoon game, which I just love seeing how people think, and it's feedback for me
I had
also.
to pull you, literally, forcibly. But I've been warning you about this for the last 2 days. So Tycoon is a beautiful game. I mean, it's come out really, really well. I think it's become a pride for a lot of Indian designers saying, yeah, oh, haven't you heard of Tycoon? You know? And it's always like, oh, haven't you heard of Tycoon? Haven't you heard of Chaigram? And what's common in all of this? Siddhant. So Lakshadweep is another popular game. I think you also designed for, what is that? Biomes of Nilgiris.
Biomes of Nilgiris.
So Biomes of
Boitas
Nilgiris is another.
also coming up.
Boitas with Andy, who's probably playing a game there.
Yeah. It's on demo.
So this is the kind of collaboration which is happening, and we are seeing these kind of collaborations happening in multiple places. So it's not just a small group. Now there are multiple groups. It's exciting to see another game or bunch of collection of games going live on Kickstarter soon. Can you quickly tell us a bit about
Yes, so we are actually a couple of game designers who came together. We're from different parts of India, but we came together to create something called Indian Board Game Designers Collective, IBGDC. Right now we are kind of experimenting, understanding how to make it work. So it's like beyond our regular jobs, we're trying to do that. But the idea is to create a culture of good game design. We are launching 3 print and play games next year by 3 great designers. There's Tadoba by Amit Ghadge, Sinoli by Neha Manglik, and Muziris by Deepak Muralidharan. So I think
we had Deepak, on the panel yesterday. That was
it's gonna come live on Kickstarter very soon, and we're trying to experiment. And then we have some other plans like playtesting and prototyping conventions. We're also learning, and we are seeing how you are doing Ttox and creating the community. So it's a great inspiration, honestly.
I think we had to bring all of you under one roof because, many designers are actually watching each one of us here, right? Now they're going to be consulting even YAJUR, how did you get this game out, right? I mean, the kind of marketing he does and the way he writes these long blogs about how, he somehow kind of pushes it into selling startup hype. So, I don't know where you get the time for all of this. It just shows that you're thinking about it 24/7. And, even that 1 to 2% contribution every day is going to take you a long way. But we are very proud to see this panel discussion, people here on this panel. I don't think we knew each other at all, right? Except for Sidhant and GIRIN. I'm meeting you guys for the first time. Steven came to my store, but I was not feeling well. I didn't want to pass on the cough to you. So my wife was like, shut up and stay at home. So I was watching you from the security camera. So yeah, that's how I remember. I was having massive FOMO that day. But yeah, I had to get you guys here. I'm just so glad you're all here. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I hope you had a great time at Ttox. It's only going to grow bigger and bigger, and we need more conventions, to spread the love. And I still can't believe most of you here are not from Bangalore and have come from far away. How many of you are leaving tonight? Nobody? Awesome. The Bangalore is known for beer. Okay, fabulous.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, let's close early and go. All right, so see you again. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Phalgun, you asked a question about what I'm working on at the moment. And I'd just like to, if you happen to live in India and have skills in art or graphic design, please get in contact. You'll be able to find me either here at
That is so cool. There are only graphic designers here, man.
I'd like to see your work. I'm very interested for my next project. It's big, it's exciting.
Oh, okay.
And it's a huge opportunity.
Yeah, I'm very good at Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. Yeah, I don't mind helping. I have a lot of free time.
More interested in art, but art and graphic design, visual artists of all descriptions. One of the reasons that I'm here in India is to meet these people, and I just wanted to put that out there. If you happen to be watching this, please.
Are the graphic designers still here? Yes, I see some of the designers. Yes, raise your hand. Raise your hand. We see a lot of game designers here who are from design schools. Did you just hear that? Pandemonium Institute. Stephen has personally invited all of you to pitch. Okay. Can you please tell us your email ID? I can share it with them.
No, it's long and it's ridiculous.
Okay, never mind.
It's Steve at the Pandemonium Institute. Steve at the Pandemonium Institute.
Okay.
And I'm looking for visual artists, Indian visual artists, to collaborate with on a new project. So.
Fantastic. I mean, what a platform to announce this. You're going to get bombarded.
Yep.
All right, let's get a picture. And I think it was super fun.